I still don't understand how you hear me with that plastic thing on there. But I'll show you. It's just as I'm going along, I think you guys want to know what products I use. I don't think this camera is mounted right here. Hold on a minute, because I was speaking with it earlier. Alright. Well, okay, good enough. Anyway, and I just reached into my pocket and got out the cherry chapstick, which is a crack up because Katy Perry sings about I kissed a girl and I liked it, and she talks about cherry chapstick. I've always used cherry chapstick. I don't know if that's stereotypical or what, but so cherry chapstick, and very important on your face every day. I have it in my pocket, and the toothpaste I use is Crest. I grew up using Crest toothpaste my whole life, just a regular paste, and I never had any cavities. And then when I moved to Houston, or I changed toothpaste to some kind of Mentadent, something else, and all of a sudden I had all these cavities after a couple years. So I just went right back to Crest. Okay, so if you guys are a marketing firm, I use Crest toothpaste, and I strongly believe in that, and I use it on my kids ever since that. It could have been a fluke, it could have been a coincidence, but as a scientist, that's all I needed, because I don't care about toothpaste so much that I would, whatever. I just stopped using Mentadent and went back to Crest, and then I haven't had many cavities since then. So the 3 years I stopped using Crest, I had all these cavities. I don't know, it's not scientific, but so I use Crest toothpaste, I use wax mint dental floss my teeth every day, and brush my teeth. I try to do at least twice. That's hard though. Brushing, all this hygiene stuff is a lot harder when you're in a truck, but you get it done, and watch the weight. Oh, and what did I eat last night? Oh no, I threw it out. Did I throw it away? Oh, I was going to complain about these eggs. Every time I buy them, I love hard-boiled eggs, but every time I buy them, they're horrible. They're stale, or they're rotten tasting, and I don't know why I keep buying them. I threw it away. I was going to rant about the hard-boiled eggs I buy at the truck stops and show you the product. But it's because they take the shell off of them. When I buy the hard-boiled eggs at the truck stops and they have the shell on them already, then they're fresh and they're okay. And it's the same when I boil eggs for my kids, or at home when I had the apartment, or I lived in a home my whole life, but I used to boil like a dozen eggs from Costco and just keep them in the refrigerator, and the kids would go in there and eat them like candy, but they would have to peel them themselves, And I think if you keep the shell on, the eggs stay fresher that way. So I don't know why this company peels the shell off the eggs and then puts them in this little plastic bag. That they're never fresh. And I was about ready to rat them out, but I threw away the package. So it was horrible. I took one little bite, and it had ice in it, and they had frozen, and apparently didn't ship them right. It was horrible, and I love hard-boiled eggs. So I had hard-boiled eggs, but I didn't eat them, I like those big, long bean and cheese burritos, or beef and cheese burritos. I'll eat those. They're huge, but I'll eat that with some orange juice, and I have oranges from Costco, and that was my dinner last night. So this morning, I woke up and I was able to go down to the liquor store very early and buy some milk and have my usual brand cereal for breakfast. It's very boring. But that's the way, and also if you want to lose weight, you do have to be boring. Not lose weight, but if you want to not gain, you have to be kind of boring and eat almost the same thing every day. A little bit of variation, but I eat the same cereal every morning, and I love it. I love my little brand cereal with my cold milk every morning, and then it varies during the day what I eat for lunch or dinner, or sometimes I'll just skip lunch, but a lot of times I like the burritos. I like McDonald's the other day, and because I shipped some French fries and frozen meat patties to Jack in the Box, or they were onion rings. I have a craving. I'm going to go to Jack in the Box because I never thought about this, but McDonald's doesn't have onion rings. So I'm going to go to Jack in the Box and get some onion rings and a hamburger, because I've been craving that ever since I took a load of frozen meat patties and frozen onion rings to Jack in the Box over here in Tracy. Anyway, so what do I eat? That's what I eat. I tried to keep it down as I weighed myself yesterday, 146. That's cool, I'll take that. So anyway, the product this time is cherry chapstick for the lips. I don't care so much about certain things. And Caterpillar steel-toed boots. I've been looking for them. Walmart steel-toed boots are not comfortable, and I just checked Skechers And I've checked everywhere, and they're not everywhere, not very many places, but it's very hard to find comfortable steel-toed boots, and I found them. And they're very, and I'm loving them right now, and we'll see how they go. But they're Caterpillar. They were $70. That's cool. I needed some good leather steel-toed boots. Now my feet are protected, even though it's summertime. And my driver trainer, Dave Cox, he just wears flip-flops. He says, you're asking the wrong person. I wouldn't stand driving with flip-flops. You need something solid down there, I think. I just feel a lot more comfortable with these boots on. It's just, I usually put things on cruise control for long distances, but still, when I'm driving the truck, I want something solid, and I want some ankle support, and I definitely want steel-toed, because I like my toes, and I just have this feeling. I'm not klutzy, but, I do tend to, I've dropped things on my feet before, and now things are a little heavier, even just like my, a load lock or whatever, I just want some protection for my toes, and I just want the security that they're safe, and that I'm safe, and that's what I like. So I've got my steel-toed, high-top, leather, black, whatever, Caterpillar. They're very comfortable. And those are the products. Chris, you were interested in my hygiene. I think I've covered everything. I'm sorry I'm taking up so much time here, but I'm trying to, I think I've finished just about everything for the home front. You met my kids, and we met, like, my home away from home, which is it's called the NOVA program in the San Francisco Sheriff's Department. You didn't meet Cedric, who was my main case manager, but all the other case managers there, they're great. They're very supportive. I love them. They're like my family in San Francisco that aren't my kids, and they really are a good support system. There's also the probation department, but these guys are better than that because they help you with housing, they help you with career, they help you with everything. They helped me get on to, yes, I admit it, I was on food stamps, and when I got the trucking job, I got off food stamps. So there you go. And I couldn't wait. I couldn't stand that. I just wanted to get out and get a job. But while I was going to trucking school and living in that little place, I was on food stamps. I didn't have any money. When I was arrested the last time, I lost everything. I lost my apartment, my car, all my animals, and in Nashville. And that's why I went back to the. It wasn't the Humane Society. There's the Humane Society there, and then there's the Animal Control, and it was Animal Control where I got JoJo. I just wanted to go back there and ask them what they did, what happened with all my animals, and they said my 2 turtles went to Knoxville. That's where you guys are. My 2 turtles went to a veterinarian in Knoxville, of all places. That's cool. I just wanted to make sure they were placed, and they were all placed, and they're fine. The 5 birds were placed. 2 cats went to separate homes. They can't tell me exactly what homes they went to, and that's fine. I just wanted them placed, and I got another cat there just to, I just tried to make the karma go around, and he's great. I have a broken heart over all the animals I lost, and it broke the kids' hearts too. But now they're very happy that I have JoJo, and I sent them pictures of him, and they've got to hold him a few times last time. And, he's great with the kids. So, I thought that it was appropriate to get JoJo in Nashville at the same exact place where all my animals went, and I appreciated Nashville for taking my animals while I was in jail. And I thought I was getting out of jail, and I didn't think they would come. I didn't think they'd come get me. They came all the way from California, 2 police officers. That was expensive stuff. You talk about wasting taxpayer money on somebody. Do I look like I'm a big threat? Like the first thing I would have done if they had just let me out in Nashville was gotten my car and driven back here, because they had my kids. The children's father came and picked up the kids, and so what am I going to do? Where am I going to run? They didn't have to spend all that money to fly me out there, and I'm all handcuffed and I'm flying on the plane. Okay, let's not talk about all this stuff. I like talking about it, but as I said, I'm trying to save stuff for just trucking. So it's because you guys are from Knoxville, I wanted to tell you my Knoxville story, and I promised that I'd tell you how I have 2 turtles in Knoxville. I don't know. They just told me it was a veterinarian in Knoxville, and I said, great, I love those. They're 2 little box turtles. They're great, and that's fine. So it's just the way it is. Everything's going to get better. We're going to be okay. We're going to work it out, and I'm very positive about that. My kids are just fantastic. You saw them. They're just the best, and I'm glad I really spent the first 5 years just being a full-time mom, because that's so important for the rest of their lives. I still have a good relationship with them, and I'm going to work it out with baby daddy, I call him. I know that sounds funny, but he's baby daddy. So anyway, signing out, and I just wanted to tell you about cherry chapstick, but I guess I can't stop talking. I have to talk for another 10 minutes. But I think from now on it's going to get not a little bit boring, but I'm going to really try to keep to just the trucking and the truck stops the way you wanted it to be. So and the job. So we're done with the home front for now. And I told you why I like to blog online, and you're going to see me get in the back with my laptop. That's all I do. That's my hobby. It's my passion. I've been doing it for a long time. I have my website up to try to change family law. I had a website up before that said Women for Congress, where I was trying to support any woman, no matter what. But that website came down. I couldn't afford to keep that one up. It was called Women for Congress. It just said, my goal is to have 50% women in Congress. And I don't care if they're Democrats, Republicans, Libertarians. Ron Paul is great. He supports women a lot. I like Ron Paul from Texas. Because he actually, I found out when I was doing this website that he really had a lot of women running on the Libertarian ticket. And they were all Ron Paul people that he supported. And I just love him for that. It was like, I don't care what they're, for now, I didn't care what their political views were. I just need more women. So anyway, the Women for Congress, I had a website up, and I had other websites for, I don't know, I just have little passions here and there, and I put up stuff online. But this is great. I like the trucking, and I'll get on it with following through with my assignments now, because I haven't really read exactly. I think I covered a lot of things all over the place. Blah blah blah. Talk to you later. I'm almost there. I'm going to pick up my trailer, and when I get there, I'll turn you on again. Bye.